everyone, it's Lisa again. I am healing, I am on the mend, I am back just a wee bit, but at home I have been creating like a crazy person. So you probably noticed in the emails that all the cards have been flowing out of my little office, which is very fun for me. So you'll see me at the store more and more. Today's card we're going to do more of my favorite technique in the world, using the distressed inks as watercolor and using an embossed sentiment. And then the butterflies I've made with the same distress technique and kind of positioning them so they kind of blend into the background. This is very, very simple to do. I've done this on other videos before, but let me show you again how quick it is to do. Now this is out for one of our Wednesday cards this week, just $2, and everybody who works here can help you with this technique when you come in. I have made this extremely simple on you because I love you and I've missed you all. So I've pre-embossed the sentiment in white, so it might be difficult to see, but that is pre-done with embossed with white, so that step's already done. What we're going to do to start is we're going to wet our whole background, just kind of lightly, just kind of throw some water on there. And then I've built up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors. You can do more than that or only a couple, and it's kind of just a slop on the color, but I will tell you this is probably 3 different layers of colors because the distressed inks tend to be a little bit translucent rather than opaque like the oxide inks. So you'll have to kind of build up a layer, use the heat gun, come back, use a second layer, and that's how you get this really intense color. So let me show you how that works. We'll kind of start with the pink. Now I kind of went at an angle. Again, you don't have to do that, but you can if you want. Between, I just kind of wet my brush a wee bit. Now I'll add some orange. And then we'll go and add some yellow. And you'll see it's, not very exciting looking so far. It's just kind of not very deep colors or anything. So here's our 5 colors, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is heat set that with the heat gun, and then we're gonna have to work on our little butterflies too. So I'll be back in a second and we'll add our second layer. So now you can tell I heat set the first layer. It's okay, but it's a little wah-wah, a little blah. So now we're gonna go and really add some nice blah. And again, I'm going blobby. I'm not going perfect. I really just want an imperfect edge on all those things. A little bit of water, little bit of ink on my water brush here. You can use a paintbrush, but a water brush I think is a little bit more fun. And we're gonna kind of build that color on. Now, let me show you another technique here. We'll get down to, say, the green layer right here, and maybe you're in a hurry and you really want to put on some really deep color. You can use the ink directly to your watercolor paper, but you have to very quickly go with your water brush because you don't want a line. So see how then I'm going to break up the outer line there and kind of blend a little bit into the blue, blend a little bit into the yellow, because you don't want a line of where you put your ink. But look how much ink we were able to get on the page just in doing that quick technique. And then we'll add a little bit more intense blue. Okay. So let me heat set. I'll be back again in a second. Okay, everybody, so I've heat set that again. Now this is our 3rd layer of ink that I put on here, and you can tell it's much more intense, much more fun. On our butterflies beside there, I have added just my 1st layer of ink. So you could tell, looking at the sample, that certainly we have to add a couple more layers and make it more intense. But to get a little bit more of this water technique, I want to show you, I'm just going to take my water brush, dip it in water, and I'm just going to kind of tap it. And I'm going to get these watermarks that really react beautifully with the distressed inks, and you're gonna see how cool that's gonna look. So we're gonna heat set that, and I'll show you what that looks like. So what we'll do last then is just add a few more layers of color onto our butterfly, and then you arrange them on the card so it kind of goes with the flow of the ink. Simply put your layers together, add some baker's twine. Everything is ready to go for these Wednesday cards, so I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me heat set this real quick, and I'll show you what the final's gonna look like. Okay guys, this is the final. You can kind of see my water splotches there that I added. You can add more of that. You can even take your water brush, put it in any of your ink colors and just tap, 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 and you'll end up with those fun kind of dots like I did on my butterflies up here. You can use a color if you want. So any way you'd like to finish it, but I think this is a great card. These distressed inks are so easy to use and so much fun. So please come in, we'd be glad to show you, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thanks guys.